Last night I come to the realization that the chances of me not being able to give my daughter away at a wedding is greater than walking out. I had to make a phone call to my 14-year-old son, and I had to tell him what I thought my dream was of giving my daughter away at the altar. And I had to ask for his permission that if I didn't come home, that he would give my daughter away on her day. These are some of the things that you're going to have to make decisions about if you don't get the vaccine.
The man you just saw in that video, Travis Campbell, joins us from Bristol, Virginia. He spent Travis.
Hey, good morning, Tamron. You look beautiful. And,
You're a man of my own heart. I use humor when I'm in pain or I'm sad. I try to find a joke, but oh man,
it's
you're
painful to watch. I haven't went back and watched those videos to the wives that lost their husbands. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And to the mother and daughter that lost your parents, grandparents, I want to say this. I love you. I respect your opinion. But I need you to know something. I would rather be evaluated by thousands of doctors and scientists in the future for anything that may pop up from a vaccine than carried by my pallbearers 48 hours later. And let me tell you this. I told you there was a killer inside that retail store. Would you go inside? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm telling you now. That killer's there. Mm-hmm. It may not be human. We can't see it. But that's what we got to protect against. We got to protect our families and our neighbors. We got to do it. We got to rally together, okay? We can't desensitize the value of life, and that's what we have done through
Travis, I want you, because I need your help with something. I need your help because I have struggled with the part where we say to someone, I respect your decision.
I know it's tough.
Because I don't.
Yeah.
And I feel, I mean, this is live TV, so they can't edit me saying it now, but I don't. I have to accept it because it's your decision. But
That's
I don't
right.
respect you being willing to expose other people, right? Because if it was just internal and lived within you, but how do I respect your willingness to expose others? If you want to get it, I get it. But COVID doesn't just live within your body. And that's why I can't bring myself lately. I used to say, I respect your decision. But lately, Travis, I can't do it. And joining us now is Travis's wife, Kellie. Thank you so much, Kellie, for being here. Listen, I have to tell you, I can see why you fell in love with old Travis. He's got quite the personality, the charming guy there. Travis, I know one of the things that you regret is that you ended up being in ICU, and you knew that bed could have gone to someone else.
Absolutely.
And you feel guilt about that.
Yeah.
How do you describe that guilt?
Well, you know, first of all, the guilt, there's several parts of that guilt. One, I could have got vaccinated and wouldn't have been there, okay? My whole family, they all got sick. The second thing is the guilt of living. There's a cost. We say life's priceless, but when you realize all of the doctor bills and everything that stacks up from you being in a hospital because you didn't get the vaccine, and then, you know, if you don't make it, still got the bills. If you do make it, then you've got to work twice as hard to pay the bills. So a ton of guilt, especially with the children and my wife. And
because you all have 7 children. That is a lot of kids. And Kellie, you could have been raising them by yourself, right?
Yeah.
And I think about that because even as a mom now, I try to even work out a little bit more healthy because I'm already an old mom, so I'd like to be around as long as possible for this child. And you could have been without him. Were you angry? How do you describe your feelings about his decision?
I was angry. I was stressed, for one. And you know, the kids, they didn't really know how sick he was. The younger kids didn't. The older ones did. So, and I didn't really talk to him about it a whole lot until he was probably in ICU for about a week. And then we had some friends that their kids were sick and they were in ICU, and then someone we knew passed away, and
some of my friends, several.
You know, it just, that's when it hit home. Because I didn't talk about it because I just knew he was going to get better, and then he just kept getting worse. So I just didn't want to bring it up because in my mind, if you don't talk about it, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
well, Travis, you live with these long-term effects of it, even though you're home with the family and the kids and you've spread the word about what happened. I know you had planned your entire funeral, writing instructions on your phone. You have sustained lung damage. We see you're still on oxygen. So you are, even though you're okay now, you still have reminders every day of that decision that you regretted.
Yeah, one thing I want to make sure that everybody understands, this is not like a bug. This is a virus, a life-altering virus. Oxygen, nosebleeds, no energy, lungs full, coughing. I mean, it hurts. It changes your life and everybody around you. It's not a bug. You don't get over it and go back to work 2 days later. I mean, I'm at week 8.